Hare Krishna Prabhus, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Well, you've actually convinced me to continue doing these. I've been encouraged by uh, devotees writing to me and saying that they like my videos. So, I mean, my motivation wasn't to try to get noticed, but my motivation is I feel like I should put some of my discretionary time into trying to wake up the devotees to the danger that's surrounding them if they're not living a local lifestyle, if they're not producing their own food and their necessities locally. And I don't think very many devotees are. So I wanted to have something out there that, that I'm reaching out. And if this touches you, if you feel like I think I put the title of today's video, a guided meditation, because I've been noticing that what seems to be happening is even amongst devotees that they have bought into this kind of fantasy world that the government and the media have been putting on them, and it's so illogical and is so against past precedent. For instance, a journalism precedent would be that if there's a dispute about something, for instance, an election, whether they would never say unfounded accusations, because if there's a dispute, it means there is obviously a dispute about it. So it can't be unfounded. There must be some kind of evidence. So at least they would present what the other party is saying, but they don't do that in journalism anymore. So obviously the people are trying to protect this fantasy, and they're willing to, almost like they're under hypnosis, that they're able to convince people to believe that stuff. I mean, from my analysis, which I try to look at it from a different perspective, is our country just got taken over by the communists, and the media is apparently, complicit. So to find what's actually happening is pretty difficult right now. So I was thinking, because they're obviously using some type of hypnosis, they're able to access people's consciousness from such a level that people are not able to see what the truth is, that maybe I'd use my channel to put a real, like a guided meditation to put you in touch with what the real reality is. And as devotees, we're so lucky because we know what the real reality is. We're spirit souls. And here we are in these machines, these bodies that we have. And we're sitting we're right next to Paramatma's with us. And we kind of forget about him a lot. And so what I'd like to do with this guided meditation is put us in touch with what the real is. And so the idea is, who am I? I am a spirit soul. And just think about kind of get yourself into a relaxed, but a position where you're kind of feeling the energy going from the base of your spine up through your body up to the top, the chakra, and you're just feeling the energies of your different chakras are just kind of vibrating with a frequency. Each one has its own frequency. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to be thinking about ourselves, who we really are, and we're going to put ourselves seated in our heart. So that's where we are, right there in our heart. And we can kind of just envision ourselves as a spirit soul, whatever kind of body you want to put around yourself, because this is, maybe a child body or maybe whatever. I mean, you can just imagine yourself sitting right next to Paramatma, and Paramatma's right next to you. And so a very nice meditation for this is to just imagine Paramatma on a seat. Imagine a throne for Paramatma, and this is right in your heart. So it's like the dearest place that you'd have. So make a throne. Make a throne that is, well, each one of us is an individual, and we have our relationship with Paramatma. So in this meditation, you just make your own throne and think about yourself sitting there right next to Paramatma in your heart. This is reality. This is real reality. So now Now that we're thinking about Paramatma, we can express some gratitude to him. I mean, Paramatma's been with us for countless lifetimes, and he's been our friend, and he's still our friend. So thinking about Srila Prabhupada, who's the reason that we have the ability to even know that Paramatma is here and what he looked like and how he would like to sit, that we know anything about him, is because of Srila Prabhupada. So let's just express our gratitude to Srila Prabhupada, and then from there express our gratitude to Paramatma. And just in your heart, just envision the sound of Srila Prabhupada chanting. I have a tape that I play every morning with Prabhupada chanting in kind of a cadence that I can keep up with easily. Just think of him chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So right here in our heart, we're just filling up our chakra with the frequency of the holy name. And we're expressing our gratitude to Paramatma. And now, because of what's going on in the Akasha, a good thing in this meditation might be to go down to the solar plexus chakra, and you can kind of feel that spot. That would be the spot if you've ever had the breath knocked out of you. You have this feeling, a very intense feeling there, right in the pit of your stomach, and that's where the solar plexus chakra. This has a lot to do with how secure we feel, and right now there's a lot of insecurity, a huge amount of insecurity in the Akasha, and it affects everyone because we're all connected. What we've been doing here on our farm lately is, well, in the morning while I'm chanting my rounds, I don't usually like to, do anything particular for my body, but I've been noticing a bit of a feeling there in this chakra. So I happen to have this jar of the most beautiful chamomile, which was collected on our property last summer. And I take 2 pinches of that chamomile and put it in some boiling water, and the little buds, they just kind of open up. It's kind of like almost surreal to look at those little like bursts of sunshine in that bowl, in that pan of just freshly boiled water. And it just makes me smile. And then I think of the personality of chamomile and how she's so calming, and how the chamomile, her energy, will just really help soothe anything in my own chakra. So just drinking that tea, and the first few sips when I drink it, I just kind of feel it going down into my stomach, and it just feels so soothing, and it's very, very nice. So here we are. We're here in our solar plexus chakra, and we're there with Paramatma. And what we need to do is make it a nice place for him to sit. And I know for myself, when I do this meditation, I see him as he's taking his seat on the throne that I've made for him. That when he turns around, he looks like Lord Nisringadesh. And I recently felt his presence in a situation that you could say could have been quite alarming. But because I felt him there, it was like I knew I had nothing to worry about. And I think that my lack of worry, well, it sure made the experience very enjoyable. So we can just think of the throne that we have here in the solar plexus chakra. And one of the things that you can meditate on during the day, when this experience comes back to you, is to think about how you can work on the environment of your solar plexus chakra to make that so a very inviting place for Paramatma to sit. Okay, I think that's enough. It's about a 10-minute video. So yeah, please give me more feedback. I haven't replied to everybody that's written to me, but I will I will get to it. I have this narrow window of opportunity to do these lunches, but it seems like even though he's my husband, I'd be thinking about him more than just focusing on talking to whoever it is in the Akasha that's going to be watching this. Anyway, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.